location for these logs, although the days here run short. The air is thin. Just walking around causes our people to strain. We've set up base camp in the broken land south of the hive. The synthetics have cleared the foliage and are currently adding a minefield and sentry gun emplacements. As I've argued so often to the funding committee, human ingenuity conquers all.
The hive appears dormant. The remote rover has found evidence of the xenomorph, but no active specimens. I have ordered the synths to begin exploration. There is much evidence of the carrier species. We call them pilots, for lack of a better name. Unexplained structures jut from the earth and mysterious shafts vanish deep underground, all exhibiting the distinctive architecture of the ship from LV-426. Although these archaeological remnants come as little surprise, we follow the ship's flight telemetry here after all. I find it all a bit unnerving. Still, I shouldn't complain. It guarantees additional funding for the project. The synths have caught glimpses of aliens smaller than those observed on LV-426. I have named them runners. They stray great distances from the hive, especially at night. We are careful to return to the observation posts as a precaution, but they appear uninterested in us. They seem to be looking for something. The hive itself remains dormant. I believe this dormancy may be tied to the severe climactic conditions. Our initial analysis of the flora seems to corroborate this theory. But what are they waiting for? Cooler temperatures? Increased humidity? Or something else? The runners remain a cipher. Yesterday afternoon they abruptly attacked Weller, but have since returned to their prior disinterest in us. The attack may have been prompted by his proximity to the hive. In any case, his death is a grim reminder not to let down our guard. From our remote probes, I have found that runner activity appears linked to an increase in pheromone discharge from the hive walls, along with extremely high-frequency sound waves. Perhaps the covered cranium of the alien may operate as a resonance chamber, boosting, receiving, and transmitting their ultrasonic communications. If this is so, the runners would be required to remain close to the hive in order to maintain their contact. If they ventured beyond this range, or if I could somehow block the hive's communication, it might be possible to replace their orders with some of my own. An entertaining theory, at least. Yet I wonder who commands them. The hoarbush bloomed today. If my theories are correct, this means an end to dormancy. McCulloch, our security chief, insists that we must withdraw to a safer vantage. Nonsense, I say. We're here to observe and collect data. We must witness the transformation. McCulloch is having fits. He has found a device, very advanced technology, yet stylized with a tribal flair. It does not match the pilot species. In fact, McCulloch thinks it's recent, less than a decade old. It appears to be a weapon. Of course, now he's terrified. I've tried to convince him what a tremendous opportunity this is. After all, we came to learn. Still, we'll limit our risks. Radio traffic is being kept to a minimum, and we shall camouflage as best we can. Better we spot them than they spot us. Happy New Year. The hive is awake. We are stranded. Last night, our perimeter defenses were interrupted by the most severe storm we've seen thus far. It was as if they knew, for within minutes their drones swept through our encampment, slaughtering everyone in their path and crippling our dropship. McCulloch is gone. For what it's worth, he was brave at the end. There are 17 of us left, holed up inside Observation Post 2. If we stretch our rations, particularly the water, the supplies should last for 4 or 5 days. By then we'll have to break for Op 3, toward the hive. I estimate its remaining stores will buy us about a week. Op 4 should hold us for an additional month. That means 2 months without food before the next supply ship is due. If we can reach all of the observation posts, we might survive. We had to give up on Op 3 today. Adam slipped and Green stopped to help her. We all feel guilty, but what could we have done except die with them? Besides, although no one has said it, there's now more food for the rest of us. I've told them that if we can hold out 8 weeks, we'll probably be saved. It's a lie, but at least it keeps them together. The last thing we need is to start turning on each other. We'll try for Op 3 again tomorrow. End of the line. We made the run without a single casualty, but we're all as good as dead. We have nowhere else to go. Not enough food, but more importantly, not enough water. Observation Post 4 has been overrun. The camera link shows it awash with aliens. They swarm around the place, right up and over the emergency food stores. They seem to be taunting us. Is it that? Do they know we can see them? They don't understand how resourceful we humans can be, or at least how resourceful I can be. I will not starve.